see me. I should be live streaming from a new type of service, but it doesn't show me how to see your guys' comments. What is that? Expert list, mute audio, chat. Alright, well hopefully this is working. I will reverse the screen. So right in front of me is the Space Needle. We have 2 people watching. If you can, comment in the chat so I can try to answer your comments and stuff. But I can't guarantee that I can see it because I'm using a brand new... There we go. Sarah's here. Sarah says, hey Alex, you made it up here. Yes, I did. Oceanliner says hello. Ozzy says it's working, Alex. Kyle says hey. Alright, so I should be live streaming in 1080p, which is a lot better than what my phone can normally do by itself. So let's take a short walk around the Space Needle and I'll talk to you guys. And let me know if the stream quality is better than it usually is. It may not be exactly stable because again, first time using this new software and I don't really know how stable it is. Well, the entrance to the Space Needle is there. No, I'm not going up. I have a deathly fear of heights, and I would probably freak out if I went all the way up there. So, got 18 viewers. I got here using the monorail, so when I'm done with the stream, we're gonna hop on the monorail again. But we'll just take a short walk around the Space Needle. Besides Kyle, I don't see anybody else commenting. So, you think there's a way around it from here, or do we have to go back that way?
For what?
To just go around the Space Needle.
No, you can go around this, stick down there.
Oh,
go around.
Okay. And then to our left is the Museum of Pop Culture. So it's a really colorful building, really kind of shaped interesting. And then right in front of us are the monorail tracks. So, like I said, we got down here by using the monorail. In case you want to know a little bit about the monorail, it was built for the 1962 World's Fair that happened right here in Seattle. And it is one of the last remaining, probably is the last remaining Alweg monorail system. Technically, Disneyland is an Alweg system, but it has been heavily modified since it first opened. But this is practically untouched in terms of modifications. It's still quite original. Hopefully I do not get any kind of copyright strike from the music playing right now, but we will see how that goes. Is there anybody else commenting? Because I only see Kyle and that's it. I don't see anything else. I don't know if maybe it's because if people are still here, send some new comments. Well, here's Space Needle from this point of view. It is really quite tall. We'll just keep going this way. So if anybody else is commenting, there seems to be some kind of technical difficulty. I can't see any new comments if there are any. So just bear with me. I'm using a different type of software today. We're walking underneath the monorail tracks here.
Rules are set in place for a reason. So what was wrong with what's up?
The monorail continues down the street that way towards the Pine or Pike, I forget, Mall? One of the two. There's two streets here that sound similar, Pike and Pine. But what was the mall again? Was it Pike Mall or Pine Mall? Okay. Alright, so another view of the Space Needle. The viewership dropped, so I'm guessing people, maybe the stream isn't working, or people are getting tired of me not able to answer their chats. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're going to cross the street to get back to the other side. Alright. Yeah, I'm not seeing new chats. Oh, there we go. Hello, Allison. Hello, Just Random. Hello, Ozzy. Hello, Tiki Ghoul. Hello, Nathan. Kyle. Luke. PDR Studios. Steven. Oh, Conrad. Conrad says, how long is the monorail? It's no more than a minute and a half ride. It goes maybe 10 blocks. It's not that long, but it is fun. It is, and it goes pretty fast. 40 miles per hour about, I think. So hello, Carrie. Tiki Ghoul. Alrighty, let's see. Ocean Liner is here. Here with my dad right now. So over there is the Museum of Pop Culture. So let me see if I go this way a bit. You can kind of see it better. The monorail passes right through it. Let's see. Conrad says Pike Fish Market. We're gonna go there later this evening to get something to eat, but not at the moment. The next stop for us after this is to, well, actually, yeah, after this we're gonna take the monorail back and then go to the Pike's Market. Then after we eat, we're gonna take a tour of the Seattle Underground. So let's see. Yeah, sorry everybody. I didn't know that. So this software, like, it doesn't work the same as YouTube. This software, if I want to see everybody's comments, I actually have to scroll personally, I have to scroll. Actually, I kind of like that better because it's better than the comments just like moving on their own and then me getting lost in everybody's comments. But Forever says, what is Pike Fish Market? It's not Pite, it's Pike. It's Pike. Yeah, the Space Needle is really tall. Oh, look at that. The outside's made of steel. I would have thought it was concrete. Wow. I literally thought those pillars were made of concrete, but they're not. They're steel. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Steve's in Guitar Center. Awesome. All right, we're going to keep walking. We're just kind of going around the Space Needle. I don't know where my father's going, but he's always going towards the fountains. Well, I'm not about to walk out in the middle of all those cars, so. But that is a cool shot. I'll turn the camera that way so you can see. Those structures way up there are from the World's Fair. So there's still quite a few buildings here that are left over from the 1962 World's Fair. Again, including the monorail and the Space Needle. So I'd give you some quick fun facts on the Space Needle, but I'm really bad at memorizing stuff on the spot, so I actually don't have those fun facts for you right now. Doc says, hey Alex, randomly caught this live. I did look into the Fraser tours. They are real. You and your dad should check it out when you have time. I looked it up. I couldn't find a single thing on some kind of Fraser tour. There was like drive to Fraser filmed locations, but that's not the same as what we thought it was. So I don't know. I couldn't find anything else on it. And in any case, we already have a really full schedule now, so there's a lot of stuff to do. You can see an elevator coming down into the visitor center. Gosh, that is frightening. Just like looking up, and those are glass floors up above us, so people can actually look down. There's a bee on my hand. Okay, it's gone. Alright, hello Brian Rock. And those are the fountains over there. And then there's some of the city center. Just that way. I'm actually not afraid of bees. Bees don't bother me. Doc says, are you heading to Mercer Island? Oh no. We got a lot going on right now. We gotta head back to the monorail. That's the gift shop of the Space Needle. Derpy says, what's the best part of Seattle in your opinion? You know, so far, well, I mean, the first thing I would say is the landscape, but that can be said for a lot of the Pacific Northwest. I mean, just ask anybody on this channel. All I talk about is the Pacific Northwest. But I would say in terms of man-made structures, this is my favorite part of Seattle. Arriving on the monorail and seeing the Space Needle. So that is my favorite part of Seattle so far. Doc says, if you ever get the chance, Mercer Island is right near where you are. It's a great place. They have a nice zoo and eat pho. It's good in Seattle. Well, I'll be coming to Seattle a lot more often now, so it might actually happen. There's a ringing in my left ear. That music is really loud. So there's some of the art structures and things around here. There's a nice little botanical garden here. Allison says, not afraid of bees, but terrified of heights. Yeah, I would agree with that. Dyslexic Batman. I want to move to Washington. Favorite place to visit. Yeah, this place is absolutely beautiful. I just love all the nature, honestly. Like that's one of the things I love about living in the Pacific Northwest is all the nature and all the beautiful landscapes.
Only recently, like a couple months ago.
So, Kyle says, what about Pike Fish Market? Again, it's Pike with a K, Pike Fish Market. It's just, it's basically just a market with like small restaurants, places where you can buy fresh fish and seafood and stuff. And then there's like gift shops and things. It's a touristy area. It's nice. It was kind of cool. Smells like fish, but that's what a fish market smells like. It's really cool, yeah. But again, my favorite part is where we are now, seeing the Space Needle and stuff. There's a nice little field here. Let's see if I can get you more views of the city center here. There's some of the high-rise buildings in the background. It's hard to see the tallest buildings from here, I think, because those are further. But, hello, Isaiah. Yeah, I pretty much had to plan the day out today I had to plan it as far as yesterday to make sure I had everything. We're gonna take a tour of the Seattle Underground later this evening, and I almost booked. Well, I actually did book the wrong one. There's one that comes really highly recommended, and that was the one I was looking for. And I thought there was only one, to be honest, and so I booked the wrong one, and then I had to request a refund, which thankfully they did refund me, and then I went to the other place and booked one of the tours. So after we go to Pike's Fish Market area today and have something to eat, then we're going to be heading over to the to the underground tour. So it's really surprising how very little time we really have every time we come here, because it takes 3 hours to drive up here. By the time we get here, it's noon, and then basically we have maybe 5 or 6 hours, and then we have to drive back so it doesn't get too late by the time we get back. So there really isn't much time. Here's a decorative art piece here. All right. Pretty cool. Yeah, so if you guys like the quality of this live stream, let me know, because like I said, I'm using a brand new software, and I've never used this software before, so it's supposed to make the live streams a lot better than what YouTube app can do. So pretty neat.
Channel 4.
That's Channel 4?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, all right, now we're gonna continue our walk back to the monorail station, unless you want to keep walking around. You want to go that way? Okay, because we didn't get to go that way last time, huh?
No.
Yeah, last time we were here, everything was closed because we got here kind of late in the evening, and so everything in this little area, this former fairground area, was kind of closed off. So we're gonna keep taking a walk. Kyle says, what about people thinking you're talking to yourself? You know, honestly, I've been vlogging since 2017, and I'm just used to it. Yeah, people do sometimes think you're talking to yourself. It is awkward sometimes, even still after all these years. But I've gotten used to it, honestly. And sometimes my friends actually kind of admire the fact that I can do this, because they often run out of things to say. They feel like their live streams might be boring because they don't know what to say. They don't know how to continue a conversation. But after doing this for years, I've kind of just gotten used to just rambling. And actually rambling, you'd think that would be quite annoying, but it's actually a very good skill when you're doing live streams, because you want to keep the you want to keep the momentum going, you know? These are really cool. You know what these remind me of? Is like being in Bugs Land at Disney California Adventure, and then the giant 4-leaf clovers, or the giant 3-leaf clovers with the 1 4-leaf clover. I'm just sorry, I'm waiting on my dad. He's over there. Oh, Kyle, thank you so much. Okay, so I saw that you donated, but I don't see a message. So do forgive me if there's no message that I'm reading out, Kyle, because I wasn't sure if you included a message with your donation. But thank you so much. Conrad says Venus flytrap. They do kind of... They're very reminiscent of a lot of different plants, for sure. Almost like sunflowers with red petals, or something out of a Dr. Seuss book. Pretty cool. So we're gonna... Alright. Yeah, I really like this app so far. Conrad says Alex is a good rambler. You have to be good at just rambling on and on when you're doing live streams. I mean, that's kind of hilarious. You have to be good at talking. So, Doc donated a $5 donation. Oh, did you, Doc? Oh, yeah. Doc, $5 from Doc. Dad. Doc wants to know if you know about geocaching. Yeah, it's a game that people played in the early 2000s where you use GPS to find locations of geocaches, which are basically like artifacts left behind, and you find them. Usually it's a box, and on the inside is like a visitor book, and you sign the visitor book, and if you bring an artifact, you can put it in the box, or you can exchange it with another artifact from the box. Oh. I used to do that a long time ago.
I saw only one time, but didn't do anything.
He says he saw one time, but he didn't do anything. I don't think it's really my dad's style to do geocaching. It's not really my style either. I did it for a while, but we went to some pretty sketchy areas, especially late at night, trying to find geocaches. So here's one of the sets of structures left behind from the World's Fair. I don't know what was here, but if somebody does know, there's a really cool 1960s Googie style building beyond those towers, and I think that has to do with these towers here. Maybe, well, it is now, but I'm curious if anybody in the chat knows what was here in the 62 World's Fair. Here's a little field with some feeders. Oh, there's a Mod Pizza down there. There's a Seattle Center Armory. Oh, wow. Seattle Center Armory. And again, there's the Space Needle. Oh, you can kind of see some of the tall buildings in the background. Yeah, it's a little... It's like this old fairgrounds became kind of an art center, which is kind of a cool way to reuse fairgrounds like this. Let's see. Kyle says, so many people staring at you, Alex. There probably are, but I've gotten so used to it. Granny Gaming says, do you have unlimited data? Absolutely not. I only have 15 gigabytes of data, but it doesn't take that much data to do live streaming. It's not as much data as you might think it is. Sarah Palm says that's the Seattle Center with Science Center in it now. Interesting. Sarah says the Armory has lots of food places and can host events. Dyslexic Batnam says, have you gone to the top of the Needle at night? I haven't gone to the top of the Needle at all. I am deathly afraid of heights. I cannot do it. And so last time we came here, we were thinking about going to the top of the Space Needle at night, but it was $30 per person, and that just was too expensive for our taste. But also, I think I probably would have freaked out really badly. So, Doc says, this is so beautiful. Love this park. Yeah, it is pretty cool. And look at this way. It's fall time right now, or autumn. So all the trees throughout the Pacific Northwest are turning yellow and orange and red. Some even turn purple at this time of year. It's just, there's a lot of beautiful colors. I was telling my dad the other day that when I moved to the Pacific Northwest, I thought my favorite season would be winter because of the snow and using the fireplaces and stuff. But actually, autumn is my favorite season because of all the colors. Go figure.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's certain trees that turn purple. They're very, very few, but like there's some over there beyond those trees in the corner. Those are turning purple. And then there's another type of tree here somewhere. I'm sure I can find one. They're like all over the Pacific Northwest. They turn purple. So we're gonna keep going this way. Hopefully don't get any kind of copyright strike from the music. All right. So yeah, lots of colors, you guys. Oh, like you can see one of the elevators coming down. Geez, that's so cool. It's cool to look at, but frightening. And look, you can see the counterweight going up. That's the counterweight. Oh, here's another elevator. Oh no, it's going down to the restaurant level. Never mind. I thought it was gonna come down further, but... All right, so... Yeah, one of the things, I'm really big into gardens and horticulture and nature and trees. So here in the Pacific Northwest, there's lots of really cool places to experience nature. And I always like looking at the trees. Now, I'm very into nature, but I am by no means knowledgeable about plants. That being said, it's things like this where I could walk up to a tree like this and just really appreciate the beautiful fall colors of it. I know I'm weird maybe, but it's really neat. Look at this little berry. Wow. I don't know what kind of tree this is. But you know what, one of my favorite trees that we have up here that looks so beautiful this time of year are the Japanese maples. The Japanese maple trees are, they have very small leaves compared to normal maple trees, or regular maple trees, I should say. But they look really great this time of year because they turn orange and then red before they lose all their leaves. So you can kind of see the top of the Space Needle from behind the trees here. Pretty neat. That's the Armory building right over there. Oh wow, it's an Art Deco building. That's interesting. Earlier I took a picture of another Art Deco building that was around here somewhere. There's some kind of military vehicle there. I don't know what that is, but it's some kind of truck. I think Indiana Jones was fighting some guy at the front of that truck. All right. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. Okay. So, all right. Well, we've been on here for just about half an hour, so I am gonna say goodbye to everybody now, because I don't want to use up all my data. But anyway, this has been really cool. I thought you guys would enjoy this little live stream, just, you know, kind of walking around the Seattle Center and, you know, seeing the Space Needle from the ground. And then, you know, I don't know. But it's really cool. I really love Seattle. So, where are we going? Oh, there's a cool little park over there. Let's see. Well, there's a neat hill right across the way, and then there must be like a pond or a lake down there somewhere. So, yeah, I thought maybe I might keep the live stream on until we got back to the monorail station, but I'm not really sure how far we are, and I'm not sure if I'll run out of data by the time I get there. So, well, actually, if I went over on my data, AT&T would just charge me, so it's not like I would literally run out, but... Allison says the Japanese maple leaves are star-shaped. Yes, they are, definitely. I wanted to find an example because we have so many Japanese maple trees everywhere, but ironically, where we're going, I haven't seen a single one. But there's a big church over there. Oh, there's some kind of arena up here. This is the Seattle Pledge Arena. Let's see. Allison says, say hi to Dad for us.
Hello.
She says he's a neat guy. Let's see. Yeah. I really hope I don't get copyright strikes with all this music. Oh, there's the little pond. Let's see. Maybe I'll take you guys as far as the pond. Then I'll end the live stream over there. Ozzy says his dad wearing an awesome hat. Yeah, he's wearing the same hat that he was wearing for the Tea Time stream. Yeah, I love gardens, but we're, like I said, we're just so limited on time every time we come to Seattle. But, you know, I live in Portland, so it's really not that hard to drive up here once in a while. So it's not like this will be my last time in a long time. It'll just, you know, maybe a couple weeks or a couple months, who knows. Let's see. Hello, Rayanne. How you doing? So there's the fountain we're heading to. Let's see. Oh, wow. It's a cool fountain. Space Needles above the trees over there. I think the monorail's that way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see if I can keep the live stream going till we get to the monorail station, so I can at least show you guys a monorail. Sarah says that is the International Fountain, and I believe it was here at the fair also. Nice. Thank you, Sarah, so much for providing us this neat tidbits of information, because honestly, I would have just walked out of here without knowing the better. Oh, we're passing underneath a maple tree here. This is just a regular maple, though. But still, I love all the colors. It was really neat because we were walking through the streets of Portland earlier, and we passed by a Ross, like, you know, like a department store, Ross. But it was inside this really old pink Art Deco building. I thought it was so cool, I had to take a picture of it. I have a friend of mine who's really into Art Deco buildings, so I thought he might be really interested to see that. All right. I hope this stream looks good for you guys. Oh, this is cool. I have to take a picture of this. Pull out my camera. Of a shyness that is criminally vulgar, I am the sole heir. Oh, here's a Japanese maple. Of nothing in particular. That's what the guy was singing. It's Morrissey. How soon is now? You say I go about things the wrong way. I am human and I need to be loved. Yeah. My friend Chris always jokes that whenever I sing a song on stream, I'm probably going to get a copyright strike. Conrad says video quality is very good. Smooth, fast, refresh too. Oh, awesome. That's good. Oh, there's the Pop Culture Museum there. Oh, the monorail's this way. All right, so we'll go. Oh, look at that. That's a cool view of the Space Needle. Tiki Ghoul says, will you be visiting the Orange Dracula shop at Pike's Market? I've never heard of that. Thanks for mentioning it. I'll see if it's there. I'll check it out. Orange Dracula shop. What is Orange Dracula? Is that like a juice shop, or is that like a, what is it? Oh, that's a cool little playground for very artsy looking. That is a tall slide. If I was a kid, I would not go up there. It's really neat. I don't want to get too close. People frown upon filming children. Oh, but look at all the trees. Wow. Those trees are all lit up with the sunlight. Very beautiful. But the Armory building, see, you can tell it's Art Deco by the style. You see how the corners are rounded like that? And then you got the really strong pillars that go up the center like that. It's just, it's probably late 1930s or early 1940s, that's for sure. It reminds me a lot of the Walt Disney Studios, the original buildings at the Walt Disney Studios. Those were done in the early 40s through mid 40s. So they still have that remnants of Art Deco towards the end of the era. Now we're heading to the monorail. And then hopefully I can show you a monorail before we get on. I am filming the entire monorail trip. So we did the first half coming over here, and then I'm gonna do the second half. It was filmed in 4K, so look for that on my channel. I did a nighttime one. It's already available on my channel, so you can look it and see it. But the one I'm doing today will be a daytime version, both directions. Oh, these are beautiful trees. They got all kinds of, there's like green, orange, red in them. So this is the bottom of the monorail station. The bottom level is maintenance facilities. Second level is where you board. Pretty neat. Oh, you can see the bottom of one of the monorails here. It's hard to see. I'll use my finger to point it out. That right there is the bottom fin of the monorail. It's got its really cool 1960s. Hold on, Dad. He's taking a picture. It's got its really cool 1960s chrome. You'll probably see that as we walk up to it. Doc says that their favorite Cure song is Burn from the Crow soundtrack.
Oh, that's a good song.
He says that's a good song. $1960 says somebody. 1960 for what? Oh, this is a really low bridge. I could actually touch the beams if I wanted to. Alright. That's the ramp to get up to the monorail station. So I'm going to be ending the stream once we get up to the monorail station. I'll see if I can give you one quick view of the monorail as we walk up to it. And then I got to do some filming after that. So that's when I'll disconnect the stream. So, oh, here's a Japanese maple. You can see why I love these trees. So beautiful. So, and it's cold here today. Well, cold for relatively cold. I think it's 40 something degrees right now, which is nice. I get to wear my jacket here. I'll show you. So I have my nice jacket, my coat. This is my nice coat. So I wear that on days like today. All right, now there's the monorail leaving the station. Pretty cool. Space Needle.
Hands up high. Hands up, hands up. Up, up.
All right, up to the monorail station. Oh, that popcorn smells good. So you go up this ramp. Now the monorail will take you to the corner of 5th and Pine Streets. It's only got 2 stops, this one and then the one at 5th and Pine. Alweg monorail. Proof that this is one of the last remaining operating Alweg monorail systems ever created. And then you can kind of see one of the monorails back there. They only have one in operation today. The other one I think is undergoing maintenance. Let me see, actually. I can walk closer to it. There's one of the monorail beams. That's one of the so it's wrapped right now. They got like a kind of like vinyl wrap or something. But you can see it, and it's got the chrome fins on the bottom. really neat. It's a 4-car train. So it's got 4 cars. Each car has 2 entrance doors. And it's got skylights. So as you go through the city, you can look up at the city skyline. All right, folks, I'm gonna call it done for now, because it's time for us to wait for the monorail. So anyway, you guys, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.